The World Tournament is here, and that of course means you guys need to get as close to 15 wins as possible for the maximum rewards so you guys can get a ton of good loot to upgrade your cards. The top 3 decks today are all very strong and new in the meta, so it's exciting to see these new decks, and here is deck number 1. You have the Skeleton King Electro Giant deck with the Graveyard. Very powerful meta deck now with the Tornado to go with the Electro Giant, the Earthquake to take out buildings and chip towers. You have the Inferno Dragon as your tank buster alongside the Zappies, which can do awesome air defense as well. And then the Tombstone in order to distract. This deck is very powerful, and it's only 4.1 average elixir cost. All the deck links will be down below in the description, and be sure to watch until the end so you guys know exactly how to play with these decks today. Let's toss out the good luck. Let's get it going here. We have an Electro Giant in our starting hand alongside the Graveyard and Inferno Dragon. It's an awkward starting hand, to be honest with you, so we're going to wait a second, and that is going to be his first move. Let's just go E-Giant first play. I'm curious to see what else he's got in store, so if he goes anything crazy, we will then know that, hey, that's what he's got. That is awesome for us, and the Electro Giant HP buff is massive because he's getting so much more value nowadays. Absolutely love to see it, to be honest. Let's go Electro Giant. You did well. Let's go ahead and NATO. Let's go ahead. And we catch the bats there in that NATO. Really awesome stuff. We're going to be able to actually go ahead and go in with the Skeleton King as well, just to distract this bowler. And this will provide a little bit of a counter push in order to take him out. I don't know if he hit our tower there. He might have. All good if he did. The fact that he's got Lightning, Miner, pretty strange deck overall. Probably could have P.E.K.K.A as well. We do have to be careful. But let's see what else he's got going on, guys. Let's go in with just the Tombstone. If he does go with that Goblin Hut, good news is now we have the Earthquake in cycle. Going to be an awesome answer to that 5 elixir card. And this is what this deck is all about. Survive until double elixir. Learn your opponent's deck. Obviously, make sure to not overcommit, but play well, play smart, and really figure out their answers to their their answers to your Electro Giant. So then you'll be able to easily crush them and take their tower. We go with the Electro Giant now in the back. We see the Ice Wizard. Obviously, I do think he's got some sort of Graveyard deck, but I don't know why he would have Graveyard Lightning, guys. Let's go in with the Skeleton King here. If he wants to Lightning this, be my guest, right? Let's go Electro Giant. You're crushing it here. Let's go in with the Inferno Dragon over top. Now, let's Graveyard this. I don't think he's going to expect it. That's another thing with this deck. A lot of people straight up just don't expect it, so we're going to go into the Graveyard right now. The Skeleton King will be able to get a crazy amount of skeletons. We NATO everything in. The Skeleton King is, of course, maximum on skeletons. The log comes down, so now all of his skeletons are going to spawn and absolutely destroy everything. He was able to defend it decently well. I wouldn't say that was a very successful defense, though, because we were able to take the lead. Let's go in with our Zappies next time he goes with the Miner. Actually, let's go ahead and head Tombstone first before we go with another Electro Giant in the back. Then we'll be able to now Zappies. There we go. They come down. He does have Lightning. It very well could just be a Miner Lightning chip deck. I have no idea why someone would be playing that, but it's definitely a thing that could be happening. Let's go in with our Skeleton King in the back. We know that he's got the log. We know that he's got the bats. And wow, the log does come out. Really, really bad log there, in my opinion. I don't know if he's going to be able to cycle back to one too well. Probably going to see the Lightning spell sometime soon. Let's go into the Inferno Dragon. Let's get ready to go ahead and Tornado these bats, because I do have a feeling that he's going to go with the bats here in a second just to help. I guess maybe not, though. Let's go in with another Electro Giant at the bridge, guys. I do want to try and break through that. Inferno Dragon's getting us great value. We're going to be able to Graveyard. We're going to be able to Tornado. He is going to get the lead potentially from this Miner, but I do think that this is going to be potentially game over. Look at this Electro Giant moving right onto the tower. The Earthquake will come down. He does actually NATO our Electro Giant back. We're going to toss out the GGs, though. He simply can't stop it. Really good match there, and he actually had some decent answers to us. We're able to push through and get the win. Let's hop into deck number 2. Deck number 2 is going to be a log bait deck, because this deck hard counters a lot of what's in the meta. You do have to be careful with Lava Hound, obviously, but other than that, this deck is going to be fantastic at dealing with Electro Giant, all sorts of stuff. All you got to do is spam cannons. It's going to be a good time. Not to mention, if you're a good log bait player, then this deck is definitely for you, but if you're not, stay tuned. The final deck is going to be a completely different playstyle. It's going to be a great one. Good luck to our opponent. They're going to need it. We got the Goblin Mill going out. They actually whiff a Goblin, which is really good for us, but one of the best things about this deck is how quick the cycle is. You legitimately can win games just from rocket cycling. So if you have good defense, if you know how to cycle, you're going to be crushing it. Let's go in with the ability here, and let's actually toss down the Goblin Barrel. I don't think they're going to expect this. I don't think they got the log back. I think they're going to freak out. They're going to get that Mighty Miner on the tower. The Goblins are shredding. The log finally does come down, but look at how much damage we were able to do. That is absolutely awesome. Now they have the Bandit. They have the Bomber. They have some quick cycling cards. They very well might have a Goblin Drill Rocket Cycle deck, which it's looking like that's going to be the case. Let's go into the skeletons here. We're going to need to save our Mighty Miner. But yeah, that's a lot of damage. Holy cow, we gotta chill, we gotta chill, we gotta chill. Oh man, we lose the lead. Okay, tough. We don't have the Valkyrie version, obviously. If you do want the Valkyrie instead of the Mighty Miner, you can do that, and then you can also throw in a couple other things. Let's go into the Princess, though. We see the Fire Spirit. Don't you dare get a hop. Okay, good. Bomber's gonna get hit, though. Wow. This is gonna be difficult. I think what we have to do here is defend, and wow. Okay, that's actually a bad move, in my opinion. I think we can just Goblin Barrel this and get some free damage. They might even give us rocket value. I'm hoping we can go in with the Mighty Miner here. They're going to take some good hits. Let's go, Mighty Miner. You got this. We're going to have to potentially cannon the Bandit, depending on what's going on. And the Mighty Miner, some good value. We do get a good amount of damage there, honestly. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. We see his Fire Spirit. Probably no. Bandit comes down. Let's go ahead and Mighty Miner just to deal with the Bandit, the ability there. Easy 1 elixir answer. We're going to be able to also now cannon. Cannon will deal with this. Let's go ahead and go with the Princess as well. Please don't see the Bomber. Hopefully they log the Princess. Nice! That is actually perfect. We were able to bait that out. The Skeletons are going to stay close enough to the tower to where the Fire Spirit will get that splash. And as you see there, applying this pressure really makes it difficult for the opponent. Let's go in with some Skeletons. Let's go into another cannon. They're hitting us up with the rocket. Really, really early rocket, in my opinion. We could have, because of that, now we were able to wait. And we're going to be able to hopefully go in with a Fire Spirit, hopefully go in with our Skeletons. We're able to deal with all that. Let's go into the Princess. They're going to probably Skeletons our Princess. We could have prediction logged, but instead let's just Fire Spirit. Wow, the Bomber comes out instead. Okay, I actually did not expect that. Either way, we outcycled their log because of how quick cycling our deck is. We're going to be able to go with the Cannon. We know that they have the Rocket. Can we make them just spend a ton more Elixir? The Mighty Miner's on the tower, by the way, so they are about to get destroyed. Let's go, log. You hit the Fire Spirit. The Princess helps us out a little bit. That Mighty Miner literally took half of his tower. Let's go into the cannon here. Bandit should dash onto the cannon, but I think we're good. I think we're good. They don't have enough HP. The Goblin Joe's probably going to come in. The Rocket's going to follow. We're going to toss out the good game here. We're legitimately just going to Rocket and log, because that will 100% ensure that they cannot take the tower. Awesome game. We didn't even play it the best, but still, really easy win there with Log Bait and the Mighty Miner. Awesome game. In the third deck, the final one of the day is going to be Royal Giant and Giant Skeleton, because this deck is so powerful right now, guys. With the Giant Skeleton being as good as he is, and he's the boosted card, I mean, we cannot pass this up. Let's get into the final match. We are in for the final match of the day. Let's get the 3-0. Fire Spirit going down. We're going to get it started. Let's see. We got a Bomber in the back. Interesting. Let's go in with the Fisherman here. We'll be able to potentially get this down, and Golden Knight comes down. A lot of people will be using the Golden Knight. Luckily in this deck you do have some great answers. Let's go into the Hunter. Let's go in with the Log. We're going to be able to take out this E-Giant hopefully pretty well. The Hunter actually just clutching up there for us, guys. We otherwise would have lost a ton of tower damage there, but instead it's honestly not terrible. Let's go into the Giant Skeleton. He'll be able to tank this Golden Knight and hopefully take that down. Now, the opponent very well might have Inferno Dragon. If they do, we are 100% E-Wizzing to support this man. Let's go. This could actually do a ton of damage simply because I don't think they have a lot of Elixir, to be honest with you. And wow, the failed kite that literally might be tower down because the Giant Skeleton does so much damage. Not to mention this Electro Wizard value. That is going to be tower down. It's not a question. Holy cow. We get it all down there. We don't have any buildings, and we're going against Electro Giant, so it's definitely not over, but that is a really, really good start. We're going to have to let this Goblin Brawler go. We're going to go in with the RG in the pocket. He doesn't have Inferno Dragon. He doesn't have Goblin Cage. Probably going to have to NATO this, but no. The Golden Knight comes down. We're going to do a bunch of damage. That is a successful defense. Let's go in with the Fisherman out here. We're going to hopefully be able to go into the Giant Skeleton as well for this Golden Knight dash. That was I expected to come in, I'm not going to lie, but does not come in there. Let's go ahead, log. We're going to be able to not E-Wiz this time, but we do manage to defend that Electro Giant, which is obviously quite important. We do miss that Fire Spirit. I wanted to pull this into the bomb. Let's go ahead. Let's Electro Wizard. He could have prediction lightning there and maybe killed our Electro Wizard and actually taken our tower. But either way, we have the lead on the second tower and we have a tower up. So we're doing really well. And if we ever need to, I mean, we could just RG the pocket, assuming he doesn't have the Goblin Cage and cycle. So there's that Goblin Cage. Let's go ahead and just Hunter the back. We're going to set up. We're going to be able to go in with our Fireball here. Really good Fireball there. We're going to take all those things out. I guess if we timed it slightly better, it could have been a little bit more effective there. Let's go in with the Giant Skeleton here. We see the lightning. Pretty good lightning, but I think we can just Electro Wizard in the back here, and then the Electro Giant will really struggle. The Goblin Brawler is putting in some good work on our Giant Skeleton. Our Giant Skeleton does end up winning that, though. We're going to be able to definitely roll Giant now. I think we've outcycled him. He does have the Inferno Dragon, but look at this Ewiz coming up. The Goblin Cage does stuff him a little bit. Let's go ahead and Fireball. We're going to be able to get one more shot from the RG, a couple more Fireballs. That will be game over. Let's go in with the Fisherman here. We're going to definitely just go in for the tower if he does go in with an Electro Giant here, which he is planning on doing it clearly. Goblin Brawler on the left going to do a ton of damage. We got to make sure we don't lose both our towers, so the log is necessary. He does not get the lightning down in time. E-Giant falls. 4 seconds left. It comes down to the last final win there. Pretty easy, honestly. And like I was saying, right, you're going to see a lot of Electro Giant. And right there, you see you definitely can beat it. Really good game there, guys. All these decks are going to absolutely crush for you guys in the Classic, in the World Tournament. It's going to be a lot of fun. So best of luck to everyone in the tournament. Let me know how the decks work. Master Diddy-san, out.